All right, says on live. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Sibo D from the 313. Running a little behind. Had to run next door. We got Scottzilla and Green Frog RC with me right now. And let
Come on,
me
guys.
Hey guys.
so I can pop in the chat here.
Tamiya Miller.
Oh, you could see it in the chat already? Yep, I see Anthony Miller, the Tank RC, Quick Draw RC, Enoch Baker. All right, let me pop this thing out.
Did you guys see that T-shirt and stickers he sent over to 11 Charlie?
Who?
Enoch.
No, I didn't. I didn't.
I
Was
watched
it on
one
video?
I watched one video all day, and that was the one I watched. It was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, what kind of T-shirts were they? I gotta check out the video.
Well, for like the 11 Charlie, it's got two bombs going down, and then the letter C, it's a sticker. It's pretty cool.
Oh, he made them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. So I wonder, is he gonna have stickers now?
Oh, I don't know, but I think so.
I know he said that he wanted to get some stickers sent up. Let's see who's here. Bash and Blast RC, thanks for stopping in. Kane Sample, as always, thanks a lot for stopping in. David Wilson 2.com UK 2019. What's going on? BSRC, how's it going? I already said hi to you, Tank. Breaking Silence, Reckless Kel Robbins, James Swift, Jonathan Rodriguez, 11 Charlie, John Wagner, and Thomas Thomas Jr. I don't know how to say Garhart. How would you guys say that? Can you see?
Here it is.
Well, how is it?
Here it is.
Okay, there you go. Sorry about that, Thomas.
Something like that.
Something like that. Quick Draw says he don't like the new Primal RC. Why not, bud? Because it's gas? Because it's 80 pounds? Ken, what's going on, man? Anthony Miller says he got his pre-runner fixed.
Good.
Dick B's in the house from Minneapolis. So, what were you saying, Keegan? Sorry about that. About the not pre-runner, but the Primal RC.
That Primal RC is beautiful.
It's crazy. Just I couldn't imagine. Well, myself, I wouldn't be able to lug that thing around.
Exactly. Gotta have helpers.
What did that thing weigh in at again? 60 pounds, or what was it?
80.
Damn.
Yeah, I put up a little video on it. It's built like I don't know. It looks like it's all of 80 pounds. For sure. Filthy Co, what's going on, man? Sergeant J's RC Adventures. 269. Oh, it's $2,699 though. He's saying, yeah, I think it's what Tony was saying last night, $3,000 shipped. So yeah, you're gonna pay a pretty penny for that thing. Hey, Net Cruiser, I sent you an invite over on Facebook. Just make it a Geo Metro RC conversion for $3,000. BSRC says. James Swift, number 3 on the like button. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Tomorrow is Bash Day, fellas, for Enoch Baker. How about you guys? What do you guys got going this weekend?
Well, I was supposed to be racing the Point Series race. And then some things came up and some people couldn't make it. So then we were supposed to go race the Panitas race. And I don't know where I'm going, so I think I'm just staying home. And then I got a phone call that they're getting a little memorial together for a friend of mine. I think that's probably more important anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a 6-year-old birthday party to go to in the morning. Well, noonish. My little niece turned 6, so
Cool.
be a lot of cake and kids screaming. There's 4 of them now in the one house. The oldest is turning 6 tomorrow, so the other one's I think 3, and then you got a couple 1-year-olds, just over 1 years old.
All hopped up on sugar.
Yes, sir. Especially when that cake comes out.
You should bring some candy with you.
Oh no, they got enough. Trust me, that's all they want you to do. They'll walk up to you. Can you open this? Can you open this? It's like candy nonstop. Or my sister's like, "Where'd you find that candy?" And they found all her hiding spots, I guess. Ken says he's making some videos. Let's see here. Wired RC. What's going on? What's that? Sorry, Keegan.
I'm sorry, Axe is in the chat.
Oh, what's going on, Axiomatic? I sent you an invite, but Kagan said that you were really tired, so understandable, man. Force RC, how's it going? It's raining for Kane Sample. That's not good. Well, at least I don't know. I guess I'd rather have a little bit of snow than rain. That's for sure. American Made RC, how's it going, man? Brandon Timblin, hey, what's going on? Epic RC Video Productions, Jack, I sent you an invite. JD Passel, how's it going? He said he's the 16th like. I appreciate that. Ken says he put my sticker on the toolbox today. Awesome, man. I'm glad that you got it. I see 11 Charlie in the house, Enoch Maker says. And RC Basher Boy just jumped in with us.
Oh, cool.
Hey, how's it going?
What's going on, Gabriel?
Not much, man. How's everyone doing?
Good.
Good, man.
All right, cool.
Nice.
Starting this weekend off right. Tanner Runke says, "Hey man, thinking of getting a Traxxas Whistler 4x4 brushed." Nice. Definitely. I like my Rustler 4x4, and if you get it brushed, I guess you can always upgrade it to whatever brushless system you want.
I actually just saw somebody comment and wish that they had bought the brushless because they put $650 into the brushed version to get it up to brushless par.
Oh, really?
It was a comment in some other video. I forget where I saw it, but
They must have put top of the line everything in that thing for it to cost that much to convert it to brushless. You can always just go Google RC brushless system ESC motor combo for like $40.
But do you have to upgrade the gearing too, or does it come with the same internal gears?
I'm not real sure. I haven't really looked into the brushed. I
bet they use the same transmissions. I bet you anything.
Yeah, I think it's the 38 pitch gears, because that's what the brushless is, 38 pitch. Unless they're 40 or what is it, 48 pitch is what the other Traxxas models have. 32 or 48, I think. That's what I might have said 38 for some reason, but it's 32 pitch. Thomas says, "What are your early thoughts on that red cat you just got?" Oh, the Piranha. It's the TR10. It's not bad. I mean, for the amount of money that I paid for it, I mean, shit. Even if I was gonna pay $100 for it, I think it's worth it.
Yep, with a battery and everything ready to go out of the box.
Yeah, it even comes with 4 AA's for the controller. Comes with nickel metal hydride battery just to get you started. That's what I was running it on, was just the nickel metal that it came with, just to see how it would be out the box. Yeah, Filthy Goat, 32 and 48. Yeah, I might have said 38 for some reason, but yeah, 32 and 48. David Wilson, 3 p.m. in the UK. It's 10:01 p.m. right now.
Yeah, they're 5 hours ahead.
It's 8:01 here, Mountain Time, here in Texas.
Yep. Derek
When-
Boyko, how's it going, man? Redcap seems kind of slow at first thoughts. Yeah, I mean it isn't like too quick, but it isn't too bad. But that's if you put in a lipo, I'm sure it'll liven it up.
Hey, Gabriel,
Right.
Yeah,
what time zone are you in? Because I'm in Texas, and it's not that time here.
Mountain Time.
Oh, really? Texas is so big, it goes into different time zones? Holy cow.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, about, I would say, 60 miles east from El Paso. That's when the time zone changes. Like around Pecos, Texas, around there, it goes into Eastern time. So
Did not know that.
yeah, I'm Mountain Time.
How's it going, Zach? Laurentian RC Studios. Big things happened this week for me, Laurentian says. Well, share with us. Let us know what are these big things that happened to you this week.
RC 4-wheel drive, talking to him about his crawl tournament or whatever he's going to have this summer. That'd be nice.
Yeah, that'll be cool. Robert Barnes, how's it going, man? Shout out to everyone here in Italy at 0400. Sergeants from Italy. Nice.
So what, Axiomatic's not joining the live stream today or what?
Keegan had talked to him.
Yeah, I talked to him in the email briefly. He had a long day at work today, so he's feeling pretty tired and probably just going to stay in the chat apparently.
Yeah, makes sense.
Team driver / suite. Oh, maybe that's what Laurentian is talking about. Team driver. Joseph Erickson, how's it going, my friend? RC Basher Boy Bio is just an hour ahead of me.
I got him here in spirit though.
Yeah, I was running late. That's why I was late coming here. I had to run next door, and I'm like, crap, I didn't get my Axiomatic shirt on.
Right.
Man,
Next week.
I'm jealous, but I'm assuming the shirt is coming with the Glamis, the Axiomatic shirt. So I'm assuming, but then again, I'm hoping I can sport a Axiomatic shirt.
Ace 88, how's it going, man? He left.
Well, I don't know, actually. I wouldn't give him the shirt.
No.
He's never on camera. He's not going to be promoting. There you go. He's got to show his face to get the shirt. I think that's the deal.
I'll put it next to my RCs.
$5 off at T-Bone Racing. There's a link that Ace 88 shared with you guys.
Assume correctly,
Cool.
boy.
Cool. Yeah, I just read and actually I was gonna say I'm reading everybody's comments as well. Everybody that's saying hi to me, I'm saying hi back. It's Steele's live stream. It's a bit overwhelming for me. It's so hard to keep up with all these comments. So
I see a SD Clark saying, "Yo, nerd, laugh out loud." So I think that might be my sister Sarah. Yeah, I think that's who that is. I was just talking about going to your house with your kids running around tomorrow for the birthday party. BSRC, the hot neighbor? I don't know, she's next door. I think her husband's home. He wouldn't appreciate me knocking on the door.
Birthday party tomorrow.
David Wilson. Okay, here. Hey,
JD Passel says that he wants a Steel D 313 shirt. Does that even exist?
Not yet. Not yet. I was looking at I think it was Mrs. RC's got a a thing on Facebook now that is just for designs that she did. Because I've seen Axiomatic's picture on there a bunch of times. So that I think that's who I'll probably try to contact.
And if I can say, there is RC Basher Boy T-shirts. The only thing, I only have a prototype. I mean, it's not official yet. And I've been saying that my guy that actually did my stickers actually did the T-shirt as well. But he went under. I don't know what happened to him. I mean, I've been reaching out to him, and just, I don't know. I guess he just went incognito, and really don't know what happened. But there is RC Basher Boy T-shirts. So I really don't know what I'm gonna do with those shirts yet, but soon I'll get some T-shirts out there too. So
Sweet. We got 3D printing, homie Heath, Steve OD 313 homie. That's Heath that's been doing a lot of 3D printing lately. There's Eric from RC Crazy that has just stepped in, and actually there's Mrs. RC in Custom Designs. That's the Facebook page I was just talking about, the Custom Designs. So Derek says the TRX Sport is the best crawler. I agree. I like it, but other people might not. I don't think Basher Boy does. He's got his Vatera. What do you got up there? Your HPI?
no, this is an Axial.
Oh, Axial.
The Honcho SCX10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I compared to a stock Honcho SCX10, yeah, it doesn't look anything like it, but yeah, it's a
2.2 tires on it.
Yes, the illegal 2.2 tires on there.
The
There
cheater tires. I like them cheater tires. That's what I
Yep.
got my TRX for.
So yeah, this vehicle did not pass inspection, so they say, for competition. So there it is.
Yeah, that was my sister calling me a dork. Not my sister Nicole. It's usually out here. My other sister Sarah. Oh, I'm trying to keep up with this chat. We need someone. Oh, it's illegal to hit. Wait. Oh.
Yeah, Netcruiser RC Tech. Yeah, yesterday on Tank's stream. Yes, this is the vehicle that I was talking about. The one that just didn't pass inspection when I was into the crawling competition. So yes, and actually, this is the star of my channel. This is the the little thumbnail that I have on my channel. So if you guys are curious, you're seeing it live right now. So
nice.
And also, this is my recovery vehicle. This is a crawling / recovery vehicle that I have going on. So, yeah.
Heck yeah.
Too much imagination, maybe, but yeah, it's a recovery vehicle. So I say.
Drift LALD. Heck yeah, man. I appreciate you stopping in. He says he would never take the 313 shirt off.
AC88's in the chat. He wants to use Typhoon for parts.
Oh, really? For the 3S Typhoon?
Yep.
Our Typhon?
Yep.
I know he just got one from his hobby shop. It was the test model, and he must just. They're supposed to come out with the spares at the end of this month for the Typhoon, for the 3S, like the arms and stuff. That's just what my hobby shop told me. So.
Yeah, I've heard people had issues getting the replacement arms.
Yeah, and I mean the only people that I've heard that even got any replacements was people that contacted Horizon Hobby directly, customer service, and got what they could get out of them.
Steve-O, Enoch
Yeah.
said he's going to make you a shirt.
Oh, yeah? That'd be sweet.
Geo's in the chat. Geo Stealth 1.
Oh, is he? What's up? Oh yeah, and I just seen him pop up now. What's up, Gio? We're just kicking this Friday night off, saying what's up to each other, just hanging out a little bit. Actually, we usually we start off kind of reading the chat and that, and then we get everybody jumps in, and then we got a full board here. I might have to. Yeah, is there a link to join? I will put that in the chat right now. Axiomatic's got me nervous about putting in the chat because he's talking about people are getting swatted by other people. People are like calling the cops, and people are getting raided by cops thinking they did something wrong. I don't know.
I've heard about that in video games, but that's only.
Yeah. Well, I don't think my home address is on anything, so there you go, guys. There's a link to join if you want to. Yep, the BLX A-arms with the sound links work on the Typhon. The Typhon's got the longer arm A-arms. Excellent. I'll be making videos again very soon. Hope you guys are having fun. Yeah, Joe, you've been hiding. You're supposed to be back up loading some videos up again. Every once in a while, I'll jump on and see what's going on Instagram. I see you're on Instagram a lot. But yeah, I'll be looking for those videos. John Smith. Hey, Steve, I got to drive my new Notorious today for the first time. Was doing wheelies in the snow. Servo is pretty bad, though. Yeah, them stock RTR servos are pretty bad for the armlets. But I'm so jealous you got a Notorious. Everybody's getting Notorious. Dang it.
Filthy Kill saying tighten up the servo saver. I think Axio had that same issue also.
All
Basher
right.
Boy,
Yeah.
you tighten yours up before you ran it on Axio's recommendation?
I don't know. Basher Boy heard you.
Right. Basher Boy, did you tighten your...
I'm here. I'm just trying to get this shirt here, and on
Gotcha.
on the
We can see it.
on the live stream here. But
Yeah,
okay,
the
so
one
there
you
you
got.
go. That's the prototype of the Basher Boy T-shirt. So
Nice.
thank you. So yeah, I'm sorry. What were you saying?
Oh, did you tighten the servo saver on your Notorious? Somebody was mentioning that it's a good idea.
Yes, actually, that idea came from Axiomatic RC. When he ran when I was watching his video, he said that he had issues with the servo saver. So before I even ran it, I went through every single screw, and actually I even tied up the screws for the wing. I checked every single screw on there, and she was good to go, man.
So John Smith, before he goes and changes everything, should probably just snug everything up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's highly recommended.
Sweet. Mrs. RC says that you're throwing up the axiomatic symbol, Kagan.
Right.
Does anyone know?
Sure.
Let's see here. Let me get to these two questions here. John Smith says, does anyone think the Losi LST XXL2E servo would work? Yeah, I put the hot racing servo mount in.
The Losi LST actually uses two servos.
Well, that's why you got an extra one, I guess.
But it wouldn't work because the links for the steering, you would have to mod it somehow. But yeah, I mean, I do have the Losi LST2, and yeah, you do have dual servos on there. If I recall, I think they're Spectrum servos. They're metal servos. Honestly, those servos for that truck, they're a bit too, I guess I should say, too basic. But something like a 1/8 or like a 110, yeah, it should do fine.
All right, and then Ace88 asks, does anyone know if the case on a 3S BLX ESC can be changed, or is it part of the ESC itself? No, the case.
I don't know. I only that my first Arma was introduced a couple days ago, which was the Notorious. So I'm new to the brand.
I think the only thing you can take off of the ESC is the fan on those.
What was the question again?
It says, does anyone know if the case on a 3S BLX ESC can be changed, or is it a part of the ESC itself?
So you just want to put a new case on it?
I guess. I don't know why you'd want to.
I know you could do that with the Tekins because they usually come in white, but you can buy a black case.
Oh, okay.
But the casing would be as far as the fan, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, I think that's just the fan's the only thing you can take off.
The fans, yeah, the fans are the ones that you can just remove them. Even for like a castle system, you can even get a fan for a castle system, even for cheap. I think I got mine for like $5 to $8, I think, and that was at my local hobby shop.
Right. JP Slayer, how's it going, man? Who's getting the Primal Monster truck? I can't afford that thing, and I ain't got the room for it.
Yeah,
Buy one for everybody, Steve. Buy one for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down.
I'd have to buy a bigger garage.
Sponsor us all. Give us all one.
Here's the deal. You'll buy one for everybody, but you're not going to pay the shipping. They got to come pick it up.
Yeah. I'm not putting the extra $300 on it for shipping. Let's see. My first RC car is 1 hour is 8 years old, and 1 hour is 8 years old. I am now 43. Oh, so his first RC car was when he was 8 years old. Now he's 43. From Derek.
The price on that Primal, I think, is like over $3,000, if I'm mistaken, right? Axel was asking.
3,000 shipped.
Yeah, right.
Is that pesos?
That's like $200 right there. I mean,
all right. See you later. Quick draw if you're still in here. Use the mouse. Reckless Cal Robbins. Yes, 2 can split tracks 3S. Sorry guys, I'm trying to catch up here, but
Net Cruiser says 2,600 is a steal. Great deal.
yeah.
you get a lot of
used car. You can buy a used car with $3,000, man.
Yeah, it's almost the size of that smart car.
But cooler looking.
Right.
Let's see. I mean, and let's ask everybody, what can you do with $3,000 worth of stuff? RC related.
Yeah, if you had $3,000, would you buy that truck, or would you spend the $3,000, and how would you spend it?
Yeah, and see, one of the things, I would get the Tamiya mountain rider, and I'll assemble it. And if I still have money left over, which probably I would, I'll probably get an 80s Avante. I will probably shoot for that. So I'll have the re-release and then the original 88 Avante.
What about the UDR? I thought you liked them.
Oh yeah, the UDR. But I mean, I don't know. For some reason, when I think about big money, I think about Shelf Queens for some reason. I mean, I don't. Big money. If I feel like if I spend that much money and then just bash it, and I don't know. Like, for example, the Arma was like $500 around there, and I mean, it was an investment. But then again, before I ran it, I did make sure that everything was taken care of before I ran it. So, in other words, I'm taking care of my stuff.
For what those things are, they're worth every penny. They're a bargain and a steal, in my opinion.
Correct, So and I'm happy with mine, really.
If you take that same type of truck and compare it to, like, let's say the Techno one, you're gonna get $1,000 into that easily. So you got like half the price of what that I spent on would have spent on my Techno if I would have built it myself. And it's just as tough.
Right.
So Laurentian said it was too late for him to join maybe next week, but his news is he is now a RC 4-wheel drive team driver.
That's
So
awesome.
Cool.
That's cool. Congrats, man.
How do you pronounce his channel name again? I can't pronounce that one.
Laurentian.
Is that how it's pronounced?
Laurentian
Okay.
RC Studios.
Yeah.
He used to come on the chats with us. What happened to that?
I think he's busy.
Well, he was gonna join tonight, but it's already late for him. He's young, remember?
Yeah.
So
When I was young, I could stay up real late.
maybe his parents won't let him stay up that late.
Hey, I'm still young, and apparently I'm up late.
No, he's like 16 or 17.
Oh, okay.
Is he that young?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Wow. Fresh Squeezed RC says 3K is definitely a lot of bread for an RC.
Did you see his RC collection video that he did?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, that's one of those you better get a drink and a popcorn, sit down and watch that one. That's a long one too.
That's an RC.
I think it was 2 parts. I think it was. Lots of stuff.
Laurentian RC Studio says that he's 19. He's not 16.
19. There you go.
But he's still a teenager. So.
Let's see.
Not for long.
Net Cruisers.
Actually, I know Steve-O's size. He answered for you, Steve-O. Enoch wanted to know your size.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep up with this chat here.
Right.
People are saying, Filthy Girl says he'd buy a 2004 Mustang GT with a 5-speed and a PI motor for $3,000 instead.
Good point.
No one said he'd rather buy a bunch of 10 scales than an X-Max. John says he want a DJI Maverick Zoom, a King Hauler with MFU and a trailer, and 5 more Tamiya kits. When my sister says, do any of you guys sell RC cars? My neighbor has been asking to get one for her son. Maybe a custom one, I'm guessing.
Try a hobby shop. That's all I could say.
How much money does your neighbor have? I could sell an RC car.
Yeah. No, I got that freaking that one I can show her tomorrow. That red cat, because I know the kid's pretty young, because I seen him in the summertime. But that red cat she can get on Amazon for pretty cheap, brand new.
Yep.
Under $70, right?
Yeah, under $70. I don't know. It might. I think someone said it went back up to like $89, but still, that's a steal.
For what it is, yeah.
Yeah. He's a young kid, so I know he'd have fun with it.
Tony's in. He'd buy the Primal RC.
He'd ride the Primal RC.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm thinking.
I can't believe we bought that buggy last night. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, we need updates on that tracking number.
Right.
I'm excited about that one, actually.
Sergeant JRC Adventure says that's what I'm thinking, that money could be better used to beef up all my current RCs. This is one of those wait until it drops dramatically in price situations. Heck yeah. What's up, Brad?
The Yeti XL was the one that really broke my heart when they actually, I guess they put it on special.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because I paid full price for that damn thing. And the last thing that I saw it on special was like for $250 or something like that. When I paid like $600 for that thing.
Ooh, RC New Hampshire's in the chat.
Yeah, RC New Hampshire always. You can always tell when he enters the chat. Thank you for the $5, man. I appreciate it. He says, where is the hot neighbor?
Yes, and you know what? Yeah, I've been meaning to ask you, man. So,
Oh, God, here we go. Just like when I had the hot nurse.
I mean, this was definitely the topic of, this live stream. So, you know, so talk to us, man. What ideas you got in mind? I mean, so where you gonna knock on that door, be like, "Hey, remember, I'm the guy that you almost ran the RC. How's it going?" That would totally break the ice right there.
I'm in this condo complex, and this is like everywhere you look, there's a young hot mom, like either walking her dog, jogging, or pushing her kid in a stroller. So you guys will see a ton of hot more chicks on the videos.
Cool.
Summertime.
Camera you can put footage up of.
Oh man, they're everywhere over here.
Which Yeti did they discontinue?
The
XL.
the Yeti XL.
Also the
Oh,
Yeti.
XL. That's not a 10th scale, is it?
The Score is 10th scale. It's like a trophy truck. They discontinued that also.
Yeah, also, yeah, the Yeti XL. It's huge, man. And honestly, I own it, but I don't even know the scale. It's big. I think it's a 1/8, if I'm not mistaken.
My sister wants to know who's the hot nurse. No, it was the blonde one that I went to the club with and stuff. Not Amanda.
Oh, what? More leaked info right there.
Sinister, the drone network. What's up, Jim?
Topic.
Changing the topic, huh?
Yeah, my sister's in here. I don't want her to know more than she needs to. But she said that kid's 13, so that's a good age for that car.
So look, let's keep it RC related then. Those of you guys, if you don't know, during the winter time, during Christmas, I do work. Well, I don't work, but I help at my local hobby shop. I mean, so they so-called the seasonal, what they so-called the seasonal job. So I go there, and the number one question that I always get asked is, what's the cheapest RC out there? So, gentlemen, I mean, if you guys can say, for me, in my opinion, the cheapest RC that it's durable, that it's awesome, out of the box, I would have to say it's Dromeda. I mean, I don't know if you guys ever drove a Dromeda. I don't know if you ever seen a Dromeda.
I've seen them. I haven't drove any of them.
But yeah, to me, I have one, and it's it's super super tuned up, to a stupid mode that it's just insane. But out of the box, I mean, it's just and depending which one you want, because there's the brush and the brushless vehicle. But those are probably around 100, maybe 120, 130 around there. The
So you're
brush
talking about
version.
the smaller Dromedas.
Yes, And actually, I mean, I have mine handy.
The tracks, roughly.
So, if you guys don't know, this is that's a Dromeda. And I think it's a 1/14 scale truck.
I think that's the 18 scale, right? Because it says 4.18.
Well, probably, yeah. And I'm very bad, man, with scale sizes, and correct me if I'm wrong. So yes, I mean, I think it's 18. Okay.
Yeah, because I think it's DT is for desert truck, and then maybe it's the fourth version of it, and then 0.18 would be 18 scale. That's what I've noticed a lot of companies do.
It's a 4-wheel drive, right?
Yeah, it is a 4-wheel drive. That's
okay, correct. Maybe that's what the 4 is then.
So, and then another thing, for example, I just learned that this vehicle is discontinued, but Dromeda is still making, other models, with other bodies, but the chassis hasn't changed, really.
So yeah, I mean, a few different ways, but it's cool. It's a good value, like you said. It's a good entry level one, for sure.
What's going on, John? Hey, let's see. We got Kevin Talbot just jumped in the chat, and he says, "Yo, how's it going? 3:30 a.m. here. Bedtime for me. Enjoy your evening." All right, man. Thanks for stopping in, and have a good weekend.
Take it easy.
Because I know it's late over there.
3 in the morning.
3:30 in the morning. Yeah.
Wow.
Party's just getting started.
Right.
Bars are closing. If their bars close at 2 a.m. like our bars do, but I think in some other places like New York and shit, they stay open until like 4 or 5 in the morning.
After party starting.
Yeah, the after hours.
See, if you're still thirsty after 2 in the morning and you live close to the border like me and Gabriel do, we go to Mexico.
Go down.
Well, we used to years ago. I don't know how safe it is now.
Yeah.
You'll probably get decapitated after you pay the tab or something.
Tijuana. When I was in San Diego, everybody was like, "Oh, you got to go to Tijuana, TJ. It's like 5 minutes across the border." But that's
got drug over to Boys Town one time. That was interesting.
What was it called? Boys Town?
Yeah, it's a little town. There's a wall around it with all these hotels and bars and prostitutes everywhere.
That's what the hotels are for.
That's why it was called Boys Town.
Hey, so Filthy Cars, he says the best cheap rig I got was the HSP Bronto Pro for $125. Wow, on eBay. Brushless hobby wing system and full metal running gear. 8 full metal shocks. Wow. For that price, hey man, that's pretty cool.
Kevin said some bars in London are open all night, most around 2 a.m. there. Team Vega, what's going on, bud? Tijuana is where they murder you. Yeah.
No, Juarez, which is, next door to El Paso, where I live. According to the news, it's one of the dangerous cities in Mexico. Not Tijuana, it's Juarez. So, go figure.
Wow.
That's why we even had the president, come over here and say that because of the wall and this and that and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So, the more you know, right?
Yeah. That cartel is a mean mamma jamma.
Yeah.
Hey, we got BSRC that just joined in with us, boys.
Good evening, guys.
How's it going?
Can you guys hear me all right?
Yep.
Yes, loud and clear.
All right.
No, you know what? On second thought, I don't think we hear you that well.
Oh, you don't, do you?
Don't let
No, we do. We do. I'm just messing with you, man.
Brad says Chicago bars are probably open just as late as New York's. I don't know, maybe. No, in Detroit they're done at 2, but there is a lot of after hours.
Hey, Centers.
But you're not supposed to be able to sell alcohol after 2, but it is what it is. So what are you guys working on here, John? BS? That sounded weird.
I knew there was a reason I chose that name. I'm fixing up the Stampede in the Arma for this tree jump challenge I want to do.
Oh, who's putting that one on? You guys or?
Well, I just want to fly the Stampede in the notorious out of the tree. I just want to see which one flies better. Just sounds like something fun to do.
Right. I know that tree that I see in your videos is like a perfect ramp.
Hey, so BSRC. So you were asking me, if the Notorious and the Stampede would go head to head.
Yes.
Remember you were asking me?
I do.
So, gentlemen, BSRC was asking me, if those two vehicles would go head to head, who would win on a straight line?
Well, he's got a Notorious now.
The one
versus what?
Well, now you have to understand that the Stampede that I was talking about has a Mamba Monster 2 with a 4S in it as well.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So
So I mean, if I take into consideration, 4S LiPo battery, it all depends how well you just get that rig off the line, really. Because if you just hit the throttle, you're just gonna be flipping, and
no, it's just like you said. If the Notorious picks up the front wheels and you don't take off, I mean, it's just stuck there in the air.
correct. So in reality, it's a good race. Taking in consideration, is the Stampede 4-wheel drive as well?
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, it depends on the person who drives it then, because I mean, if throttle control, it's all what it comes down to, really.
Are you talking both on 4S?
Yeah, they're both running the exact same battery. What it really amounts to is the Stampede, I think, has 150 more kV on the motor.
And it's lighter.
It is lighter.
So that means it has a more higher top end then.
Well, and I mean, I think that's why you see it outrun the Notorious in that video.
Yeah. But definitely that would be a good race to watch, man. So I don't know if you have that in mind in your channel, but I would love to see that. I mean, it's just like that the saying, the little engine that could, I mean, despite the fact that the Stampede's a lot smaller than the Notorious, but I think the Stampede has a shot, really. So,
Brad Kalman says, have you seen that guy in Australia that runs his various TTO2 models to 100 miles an hour? I seen that on the side of my videos one time, and I forgot to click on it, but I haven't. I know who you're talking about, but I haven't seen it. TTO2 going up to 100 miles per hour. That's just crazy.
Don't hit anything.
Yeah.
I think I'm probably subscribed to his channel, but I think I've seen some guy that he actually does speed runs, even with anything. Like he also did a speed run on his twin hammers not so long ago, and the Mini Revo and other cars. But I don't know if it's the same guy that we're talking about here.
Tank wants to know Savage XL versus X-Max.
That's a good one too.
I think he's talking to John about that one.
Yeah, he's talking exactly. Savage XL can't compete for scale. That's for sure. I'd like a rematch now that I've got my X-Max fully fixed up. Oh, actually, I don't, because I broke it again. You'll see that in a couple days. I broke it again.
I was gonna, the whole thing with the speed in the X-Max. I think I saw on Amazing RC's channel the other day. He was talking about wanting to hit triple digits with the X-Max. You guys think that that's something that's even possible?
I don't know, man.
He replied back to me. He said he thinks he can. So, hey, John, is that the Mercedes body?
It is. Just going to do some rough trimming, and then I got to pick a color. I want to go to the hobby shop tomorrow and pick a color, which I still haven't.
I Googled that car and race bodies, and that Golf one was in there.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, I replied. I sent you a couple of links and replies about. I thought it was a fake Golf, and then someone actually did have a Golf as well.
Oh, the Volvo comment?
When you put a bright color on a race car, it's really hard to lose track of it.
Exactly. That's why I wanted. I feel like this shell will look really good dark, but if I'm going to race it, I want to be able to see it.
I mean, like the guy that went out there to that marathon race you were in, he had a pink truck. Why do you think he painted it pink?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And nobody else was going to run that color, that's for sure.
For the endurance race, I found the pink kind of hard because we had to swap our bodies and go to a pink one in like the last 3/4 of the race, and it like burns your retinas as you're walking.
Really?
15 minutes, it's like it's so bright. Yeah, like hurts.
Wow, I never thought of that.
I almost bought that TTO2 there because I like that body. that Mercedes body.
Yeah, it was sold on the body, and since it's legal to race, it sold me on it. I'm not sure it's going to be that great of a performer for race body, because you don't have any downforce until here. Like, you have almost no downforce at the nose. I don't know. We'll see. Whatever.
But that car in reality is awesome.
Yeah.
Does that thing come with a wing at all?
Yeah, and the details are really nice. I've actually just realized as I've gotten the shell and stuff out that the headlights and the taillights have a secondary piece. You're supposed to cut these out, and that's separate headlights and taillights to give it more definition.
Wow.
And then there's a wing. Then there's a wing too.
Cool.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, that can be the SLS or just a Mercedes GT, right?
This one is specifically the GT3. So
yeah.
I mean, if you didn't put the wing on, it would look just like an SLS, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure the differences between them.
And I'm very familiar with that car because when that car came out, it was all over YouTube, really. So
can you put a buggy wing on that thing, or is that too much downforce?
Can I put what?
A buggy, one of those big scoop wings on the back.
Not for the track, no. You're not for USGT class. Your wing is not allowed to sit above your roof line.
Ah, okay.
So the wing has to be below the roof, and you're only allowed to have it so many millimeters cut for height and stuff. You have to trim it within spec. So, yeah.
Way too serious on this indoor stuff, man.
If you don't comply to the rules, you can't play with them. So you have to.
Hey, rules were meant to be broken, weren't they?
Yeah. And look, check out my honcho. I mean, I got 2.2s on there, which this rig is meant to run 1.9. So.
See, Tanner Runke says Mercedes-Benz is the best. Buckstar SeaWorld, how's it going, man? He put IMSA GT3 car in real life. I don't know. IMSA. AMSA?
I don't know.
Scottzilla, do you have a PDF file for your logo? Enoch Baker wants to know.
I can probably get one. Right now it's a PSD file. It's a Photoshop file.
Okay. WeatherTech series, IMSA series.
Hey, Bookstar SeaWorld is in the chat. Cool. How's it going?
Yeah, that's what I was reading, trying to figure out what his IMSA is.
Yeah, that's his sound module that he just put on his Jeep. Actually, that's the
S1.
Well, I think that's what he was referring to. I'm guessing.
Oh,
I don't know. Maybe I misread it.
Talking about the Mercedes that John's doing.
Oh, okay.
And then Brad says, yes, it's a IMSA. So something must be an IMSA.
I don't know what that means. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess, since the conversation is on, so what's your favorite German vehicle then, if I can ask you guys? Any take on that?
I can bet John's.
You can bet mine?
Well,
okay.
It's not the Mercedes.
Well, I know. No, he said Volkswagen.
No, I wouldn't say it's VW.
Porsche.
Does McLaren count?
For sure.
Porsche. Should they?
What's that?
I said, does the McLaren count?
McLaren is what's half German, half American, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how to classify those, but they're super nice too. I would not say no to a McLaren.
Because the McLaren, like the McLaren, if I'm not mistaken, it's a BMW engine with, I think the body came from somewhere else. I think Italy. I don't know.
Where do you drive a car like that, though?
I would.
Where would you drive it?
Oh, on the super highway. What's it called?
The Autobahn.
Autobahn.
Yeah, the Autobahn.
We got a bridge, but we don't. We got a wall, but we don't have a.
Go to
An
Montana.
Autobahn.
Montana has,
See, look. Brett Kalman says that the McLaren is British, and I know that it's not all German.
I was
Well,
gonna
yeah,
say,
isn't this based off of a Viper?
It looks like
Yeah.
it.
I thought it shared some underpinnings with the Viper. This one,
GT3.
or the Viper shares underpinnings with this. Because when the Viper was first developed, that's when it was Daimler Chrysler.
it definitely has that long hood laid back like that.
Yeah.
Well, I saw you tinkering on something, and I saw the long nose, and at first I thought it was a 240Z.
Oh yeah.
I like those old Datsuns.
Yeah, those are cool too.
Sinister Drone says Audi RS8. I had an Audi S4. That was quite a car.
Is the RS8 the one with the motor, the engine in the back? It's
Yes.
like real sporty looking.
Those are cool cars.
Yeah. Like as a realistic, attainable, maybe someday in the far future sporty car, I would say
Maybe.
Audi R8 or 911
Which one?
Carrera 4S.
This is the Audi R8, I think.
Yeah, love the R8.
Yeah,
I have
that's
not
a
seen the
mean
new
car.
RS3.
And I actually fit in it nicely too. I've sat in the cockpit of one, and they're awesome.
I think the best car from Audi, what is it, that W12 with that V12 motor? I don't know if you guys ever seen that. I mean,
I know what you're
it's a
talking about.
there's some pretty
big
nice
motor, but I don't know. It's too fancy. But
Fair to maintain the W12. They even put that in a couple of VWs back 10 years ago.
yeah, it was like an orange VW actually, and it was in the back of the car, if I'm not mistaken, right?
They might have made a special edition, but there was a Phaeton, W12 Phaeton, and there was even a W12 Passat at one point. But
Passat, yeah.
that engine is a nightmare.
Brad Kelman says, "What about the new Audi RS3?" I'm not sure what car that is.
It's sweet. You just can't get them in hatchbacks anymore. And I love a hatchback.
So Derek says, "This is an RC channel, not a car channel."
Yeah, we're talking about RC related R8s.
At least we're not talking about guitars this time.
No, but I mean, I gotta say that for me, German vehicles, it would have to be between Audi and Porsche. I mean, those would be my top two. Porsche, because I guess it has a bunch of history and rough, however you would pronounce it. But yeah, Porsche,
That's
the
why I like
history.
building the Tamiya kits, because when you buy a Tamiya kit, there's so many options. You can get so many different types of cars.
Yeah.
And it's like anything you think of, you look it up, and Tamiya's got a kit on it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
So-
they kill it with their bodies for sure.
I want that new Mustang that Tamiya is coming out with. It's not released yet, but they're 170. I think it's a TTO2 chassis, but the body is just awesome.
Well, that's
You can
the
also-
square body Mercedes one they just released. Kind of boxy, right?
Which one?
It's kind of boxy, a Mercedes.
Oh, I didn't see it.
No, that one's a TT01. They just came out with a TT01 Mercedes, like an 80s or 90s, early 90s Mercedes.
Oh, back then with the racing inspired ones, right?
Yeah,
The one
yeah.
with 4-door and
Yeah,
oh yeah, man. I was watching a documentary on the racing back then, and oh man, that's all you would see. It would be Alfa Romeos, Audis, and those Mercedes Benz, the ones you're talking about.
yeah.
Amazing.
What was that supercar? It looked like a supercar, John. That Tamiya kit that we were talking about a month ago. I don't.
Oh yeah, the Team Gazoo Toyota
The
hybrid.
red black one.
Yeah. It's not that's still a couple months out, isn't it?
Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't seen it released yet.
No. But yeah, I might get sucked into buying that one just because it looks so cool.
Yeah, I like it too.
Is it the race one? The what is it? The TS50 or something like that?
Yeah, it's like a Le Mans style body, but it's the newer, the whatever spec that is, where it's I think they're hybrids in real life.
Do you know
Yeah.
what chassis was it on? I can't remember.
TTO2, right?
No, it's something. It's a direct drive, rear wheel drive, weird, really weird looking chassis. I'm not familiar with. I can picture it in my head, but I don't know what number it was.
Hmm.
And here's the thing, I'm a huge Toyota fan, and I do follow Le Mans actually. I don't know if you ever saw the 2016 Le Mans where Toyota was second because they had engine failure on that particular car. Oh man, that even broke my heart. You guys should go check it out. It's 2016 24-hour Le Mans Toyota. And,
How
you'll
far
see.
were they in before the motor went?
They were on the, I think, like about 3 minutes to finish.
Oh,
So it was like last lap, and the car died right at the finish line.
brutal.
And Porsche was right behind them. So they won Le Mans, and I think 2017. That's when they Toyota actually won Le Mans.
Did
And
you
actually, that's the second manufacturer from Japan that won Le Mans, and the first one will be Mazda with that what is it, the 787B, the four rotary Mazda. I don't know if you ever seen it. It's that green with orange.
did
Am I
you
talking Chinese?
I know you're talking about. It's got a bubble roof and a big wing that's hooked to the car in the back.
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
that chassis the F103 chassis, John?
787.
Yes, it is. Yep,
Oh.
that's it.
The Toyota Gazoo Yaris rally car.
I think that Yaris. I think what's his name? Oh man, there's already one out there in some channel. Ah, I can't think of its name. Oh, it's
That's the one that.
he's the guy that he says that his intro is loud. I think he's from
RC Addiction.
Yeah, there you go. He has one.
Remote addicted.
Remote addicted. Yeah. He has
Yeah,
one.
he's got a lot of Tamiya's.
Brad Coleman says Toyota won Le Mans last year. Wasn't it 2017? Huh. I don't know. I guess I'm not keeping up with my ears, but I think it was 2017.
New Supra looks kind of cool.
But anyway, that car you're talking, Steve, I was surprised to find out that in real life it's also rear-wheel drive. So the kit is actually accurate. So it's rear-wheel drive in the kit, and it's rear-wheel drive on the track in the real life. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Heard you guys talking about driving rear-wheel drive cars the other day, and how you said that will give you an advantage to driving four-wheel drive cars if you practice with those first.
Oh yeah, with the that was at the Tanks live stream. Yeah, I had the Glamisphere showcased yesterday on his channel. And I mean, because I did mention that two-wheel drives are much harder to drive, and Tank said, you know what, he's like, it's not that it's harder to drive, but it takes a little bit more, to keep it straight. And I did agree on it 100%. But overall, yeah, I mean, a two-wheel drive, to me, if you look at my RC lineup, it's all two-wheel drive. Well, not all two-wheel drive, but mostly two-wheel drive. But I love those platforms, really. And if I should say, like I said yesterday, like the Glamisphere, the Glamisuno, I know those vehicles are discontinued, but if they can bring it back, that would be awesome. I really do enjoy, driving those things.
Well, and I know we say two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, but are we talking about a locked rear? Because that will make a difference, I feel.
Well, it'd be all open diffs. It's mostly
in the world of RC, there's no such thing as lock rear wheels. I mean, you will definitely have to have, a two-way drive, really, because I mean that thing will not turn whatsoever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if you put can you put a spool in back, or is that just solid axles?
No,
Or you could
that's
put
what I'm saying.
you could put the what's it called, the earpiece in there and lock it up, the putty.
No, yeah, I mean you can lock up the divs and all that, but in reality, in the RC world, if you lock up the whatever the divs or the gears on there, you know, if you have positive traction all the time, the two-wheel drive car will not steer at all. It will just go straight. So there's no such thing as, you know, positive traction RC with two-wheel drive, I should say.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
yeah, JP Slayer says his Emax is locked in the rear with the spool, but yeah, that's 4-wheel drive.
Yeah, and the UDR has a solid rear axle, but it's 4-wheel drive. The truck that's on your bed has solid axles, but it's 4-wheel drive.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not meant for speed. Like, for example, if I take this and, you know, run it like 60 miles an hour or whatever, yeah, it's just gonna
it'd be terrible.
terrible. That's what I mean. So,
It's like that's
I mean,
what I noticed when I just got my Wraith out was speed, and even though it's a kind of a quickish crawler, it with everything fully locked, it's pretty touchy and it has terrible turning.
yes. And even in the real world, if you lock up, you know, your differentials, like for example on a Mustang or anything like that, on turns, it's horrible because once again, when you have positive traction, when you're trying to turn, it's just gonna push you straight. It's not gonna.
Yeah.
Says RC Overload locked his 2-wheel drive Pro 2.
Yeah, I mean, imagine if it was a drag race, it'd be great.
Trevor England, Trev's in the house.
Well, the tank just joined us. I mean, I can just actually call him out right here. Can you take out your Exoterra so I can, you know, beat you with my Glamis?
Anytime.
A rough crowd all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Right?
But it's going to get expensive because it's either you or me that's going to have to go to meet each other to actually do a side-by-side. Unless we do a timed event from a certain distance to a certain distance and actually have a chrono and do it in distance, in other words.
We all need RC dynos.
Yeah.
Or yeah, best thing would be RC dynos because I mean, I can say I'm gonna run my Glamis here to a certain point, but you know, maybe I'll squeeze in, you know, some feet.
Cheater.
Some inches, you know what I mean? So it wouldn't be, you know, official, so they say. But best thing to do, man, you know, for me, halfway is like New Mexico. You can Google Maps. I'll meet you in New Mexico, and we'll go from there.
Hey, I'm going to Vegas in the next month, so I can meet you there.
That's not far.
Oh, Vegas.
Why don't
Oh,
you
okay.
just do a live stream with a split screen and you measure out so many feet, put down a marker.
Because Gabriel's going to cheat. He already said he's going to cheat.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's not going to be like that, you know.
Oh,
It's
I
not
know
that
those,
I will...
those young guys are always cheaters anyways. Don't worry about it.
No. I can go by the book. I can give me measurements. I'll do it. But there's gonna be that one
your
guy.
book. Your
You know
book,
what I
right?
mean?
Good night, Jim. Sinister Joe Neckler. Good night, Jim. Thanks for stopping in.
Take it easy.
Trevor England. You in the USA? Yep. Detroit, Michigan. The one that looks like the glove.
Now, you're talking about a drag race or a race over bumps?
No, just
And
you know,
term.
drag race.
Okay.
I mean, that would be the most, you know, official way to know who's faster. Because I mean, with bumps, it'll be like, no, it was because of this bump. You know, I lost, and imagine if that bump wasn't there, and you know, so straight line, no BS. First,
You know,
person to get there.
they do have apps for that, eh? There's an app that you can actually calculate the size of the motor, the ESC, the amperage that you're going to put, and the gearing, and then you put the gearing of your transmission to give you the total output of your mileage and miles per hour. So even before even putting it on the ground, you know which one's faster.
Huh.
No, but I mean, yes, we can go
Not
through
as
that.
fun.
But see,
Not as-
but no, but wait, no. But the thing is, when the vehicle is on the ground and you're driving it, it's a whole different thing.
That is true.
So you got to add, you know, the person with the tool, which is your RC vehicle. So it's hand in hand. You know what I mean? So no, I'm not gonna do that. We have to meet. And look, I'll make it easier for you. I'll make it easier for you. Okay,
You
I'm in
buying
Texas.
breakfast? I'll go.
Let's go, man.
I was gonna say, he said Vegas, right?
No.
I
But
did say
I'll
Vegas.
make it easier for the tank. And look, I have so much respect for Stevo. Stevo has a Glamisphere that it belongs to me. Race that one,
Yeah.
and then we'll talk.
Well, send it over. I'll drive my XO, and then John can drive the Glamisphere.
And
Yeah,
then
they're
you guys
close.
are in Canada, huh?
They're right close to
Yeah, we live like 15 minutes from each other, so I could meet up and have another driver for
There you
challenges.
No, but that wouldn't be fair because you guys are friends.
It doesn't matter.
Don't
So-
trust
Not at all.
DTA.
So that-
Don't trust anybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
And-
we'll
and then
pick
here's
up,
the thing. Here's
we'll
the thing
pick
that's
up-
conflict of interest right there.
Okay,
So-
we'll pick up a perfect stranger off the street, and he'll drive your car.
No, because they don't have experience.
Where do you guys get
I
perfect
can't get
strangers on the street?
John races all the time. You can't get more experience than him.
Yeah, but you guys are friends. And see, the thing
So?
is, like, and then they'd be like, hey, you know what? You know, slow down so like the Exoterra could win.
No,
You know what I mean? Like, come on,
I don't
guys.
think I
Don't
don't
you
think
have-
John would sell out on you. I think
don't
John
you
would
have
be up for
friends
the race.
that you want to kick their ass? They're your friend, but you'd like to kick their ass?
Well, that's
It's
how
the
I-
same thing. If I go race against John, well, I'm the old guy, and I'm going to kick this young ass. That's it.
And you know, I'll consider that. But
Not being able to-
the thing is, okay, it's me that you have to race. Okay, I'm the one with the Glamisphere. I'm the one with, you know, some aces up its sleeve. You know what I mean? And
Well,
look,
do a
and
fundraiser. Do a fundraiser to get us both meet up, and then we'll do it. It's
We'll
either
do
you
it, huh?
come here or I go there. My passport is ready. I just need the cash to get there.
Well, I guess if
Okay.
everybody's going to call you out, Tank, I'm going to call you out. You know,
oh,
you keep
uh-oh.
talking about the old Losi versus the new Losi Mini 8. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing.
And you know what? I do have an old Losi Mini 8, so let's go, man.
The three of us. There you go. Anybody else want in on this?
No, I know for the fact that the new Low C Mini 8 handles a heck a lot better, especially with the long wheelbase. It's the best thing that they've done is actually give it a little bit longer wheelbase, which makes it handle a heck a lot better than the old one.
I wonder
But
why they
the old one-
discontinued it, because people used to race those on the indoor tracks and stuff.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
indoors,
understand,
they used
I
to
don't
have
understand why they have so many companies do this. They get a vehicle that sells well, maybe not their most popular vehicle, but always has a constant flow of sales, and they discontinue it.
They had a kids group that used to race those buggies.
Well, at the old track we had over in Mission, Texas, we were talking about building a small track because so many of us owned them.
Okay.
That would have been neat.
Yeah, it would have. I was really looking forward to that.
Yeah, they here in Canada in this area they did not pick up that good. They weren't they weren't that popular.
Yeah,
Which
the
is
thing
sad.
about it was anybody who bought one was happy with it.
I'm happy with mine, really, too. So
I mean, how many people can say that about an RTR?
Yeah. Out of the box, that thing was fun as hell.
Mhm.
You guys want to check out Trevor England's channel? It says he's got a good channel. Skill Candy Live. Thanks for showing up, man. Just catching up on a couple of these comments.
Brad
Now, you guys,
Question.
if you drag race me, you might win. But if you drag race my son, because of all the comments I've seen on YouTube on my last solemn race I did with him, I lost versus my son. So drag racing, he
Oh,
might be
wow.
better than me.
oh wow. So
So
I'll
my
tell you
son
what.
actually beat me.
So then I'll have your son race me then, and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a question from Brad saying, what do any of you know about lipos that are 7.6 7.8 batteries and the new smart battery?
Yeah, they're illegal to race.
Yeah, and then have a higher current, obviously.
Yeah, the lipo high voltages.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a guy that races with us that has one. We don't say anything. We don't care.
Yeah, I don't know how. I haven't really felt the difference. I haven't tried it. So, but most of the tracks don't allow them. But
Yeah, I imagine you couldn't race it like at Thornhill or any of the big tracks. They got to meet certain specs. Even though I've never had a car inspected, I know that there are rules you have to play by.
Yeah.
I see Trailcat is in the house.
Hey, Gary, RC Trailcats. Man, that garage is looking awesome. Can't wait to see the finished product.
That does look cool,
I've been following too. I've been following, but haven't been commenting. I mean, I've been busy
on
this week.
the two-story garage.
Yeah, that's wicked awesome.
Yeah. And I guess since I've never really watched one of those put together, it's kind of entertaining for me because I get to see it from beginning to end.
Yeah. My grandpa used to do like huge scale houses like that. And I never got to see how he did it because I was too young, but I just remember like these nice detailed houses, and I was thinking, man, he'd probably be good at making them scale garages.
All right.
So what did he make those for? They were like doll houses?
Yeah. I think they were too small for dolls to go in it, but I don't know. Maybe my aunt used them some with their dolls or something, but I don't know. It's just a hobby, I guess. Just to build something.
Anyway, going back to the other comment about the high voltage batteries and smart batteries. The smart batteries thing is kind of intriguing, but the thing that I don't like about those is they lock you into whatever company's charger it is.
Correct. Yeah.
So it's like Spectrum has their new smart series of batteries, but you got to buy their charger, and then you're stuck with their batteries. But I talked to my hobby shop a little bit about those new ones, and they're kind of cool because if you fully charge and then you forget and you don't go and use it, they'll like discharge themselves back down to a storage charge after a few days. And you can program that in, how long of a delay it is before it does that. So, and they keep track of all their cycles and what their health is like. Like there are some advantages to them, but there's also more failure points. Like there's extra pins in the connector. And so if those get bent or get damaged, then they don't work at all. So that really sucks.
Oh, wow.
Simplicity's always best.
Yeah. Right.
I'd rather
have this much that my batteries on my DJI drone are that way, and I guess with any RC you got to charge your batteries though. But I like taking my drone up because I live out in the country, and I like to see what people are doing out in my field or up on the canal or whatever. But I always have to plan everything in advance to take the drone up, especially if there's a software update. It's not like I just grab it and put it in the air, you know.
I need to borrow that for all the hot women around here.
There you go.
Look through some windows.
Yeah.
Steve-O the peeper.
I had my Spark. I had
What's
my
that?
Spark out with John, and John was playing with his X-Max, and my son was driving it also. And it was cool because I got audio off of it, off my cell phone. And John looked at it today, and he liked the quality of it. It turned out good.
Yeah, if that was just the live stream to your phone, it was pretty good. And I did use those clips. They're in it. So
okay,
cool.
So you did use it on your video. Good.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna make 2 of those videos, one for crawler, one for monster truck.
What do you mean by illegal with drones? I gotta know.
Hey.
Yeah, Brad. The very last comment there. Did you see anybody doing anything illegal with those drones?
Yeah,
I was gonna say, isn't everything illegal?
Everything you do is illegal. Yeah, unless you
course.
phone up the government and say, "Hey, I'm gonna go take off now." You're illegal.
People run stop signs all the time. So like, yeah, or people turn the wrong way or turn on the wrong lane. People drive in the fast lane all the time. People are going to do things illegal. People are going to put 2.2s on their SEX10.
There you go. Perfect example.
That's illegal.
I hear a lot of whining, but I'm just saying that, I think flying a drone is common sense. Let's be smart about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because if you're not,
don't take your neighbors down the street.
The thing is, Steve-O wants a drone to see the neighbor, take off her bra and, down to their
I didn't say all that. You said that.
But hey, man, I'm a mind reader. I know what's up, but I know you want that drone. So, and trust me, and if you use that drone, I really want to see that footage too. So I'm guilty too.
Gen's Ace is the best way to go. No pumping and good prices.
Yeah, I haven't had any Gen's Ace problems ever. They are rock solid batteries. I will say that.
I've only got one, and it's never gave me any issues.
And going back to those smart batteries, that brings me back to the iPods and the Zunes. You know what I mean? Like, the iPod was so different back then, and then when the Zune came out, it's like you had to format the whole thing.
And iPod. What are you talking about? Those are passé. They're discontinued.
I know, but when they came out, I mean, the iPod came out first, and it was great. Okay, and then when the Zune came out, it's like, oh, look, this looks pretty cool too. And now, when you use the Zune, I mean, you had to reformat your music, and you had to use another program. And it was a mess. It was a nightmare.
You want to talk about nice quality is the Walkman, and after the Walkman came the CD Walkman, and after that came the iPod.
iPod, right? Yeah, and then
I actually have a Walkman in my closet.
Oh yeah. And before the Walkman, they had this big square ghetto blaster that fit like 10 C batteries in it, and you put them on your shoulder and you walk down the street and you went boom, boom, boom.
I used to skateboard with mine on my shoulder. I'd skateboard around with a big old boombox on my shoulder.
That's cool.
Keep waiting for you to go back to 8-track.
The sound quality was never there.
8-track. I remember the biggest thing about 8-track is like be in the middle of this massive guitar solo and then click and it would change over. Like why in the middle of the guitar solo?
Skill Candy Live. I think if you guys haven't checked them out, check them out. He's asking us to check them out. Steve will rather sniff Jay's. Yeah, Jay's. Leo Watson. I can't wait till get a brushless car. Nice. It's going to be a pretty big difference.
Ace 88 comment says the Talkboy was a cassette recorder that was on the kid had on Home Alone. Yeah, and I do remember.
Oh yeah,
I remember
that recorder.
Quite a bit of fun.
Yeah.
I think he taped the song and then he used it to use it for, I think his uncle was taking a shower or something like that.
Yeah.
Home Alone 2.
I just remember using it to slow my voice down. I know it sound like the devil.
Yeah. You can see rum with drum solos. Not sure what that meant. Very expensive now if you can find them working. Those Talkboys.
But the Talkboys, I mean, they're pointless now because if you have an iPhone, you can use Recorder or
cell phones are taking over everything.
Yeah,
Digital.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So
there's no excuses not to have a YouTube channel nowadays. Everyone's got a camera.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But not everybody knows how to use them.
Yeah, I still can't stand it.
Here we go.
Vertical.
and I smell that pun right there. So.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say we're still not sure if you could.
Just open the door.
Yeah. So I figured out how these extra light things work. These are the extra definition. Well, it just gives you a lot more detail. And so you're not supposed to paint the light buckets that sits in behind. This is not going to come up on our camera. So you hold it in.
Oh, okay.
Go
That's
on
pretty
to
clever.
everybody.
You mask off your lights, and then they give you some double-sided tape. Is this the wrong side? How did I pick up the wrong side?
Just your luck,
Anyway,
John.
they fit in behind. Oh, I had it. There's only so many ways you can hold it. I had them all wrong. Anyway, so you hold it like that, and then I don't know. You guys probably can't see that, but
Oh yeah, I can.
then yeah. So
We
then
can.
you'll get the depth. That's pretty cool. Good job, Tamiya. So that's neat versus the blank stare
Yeah.
on the other side. That makes a big difference. That's pretty cool.
I wouldn't put that in there. I'd probably just get one of those Traxxas bumper stickers and stick it on there.
Makes it a lot easier, huh? But yeah, the question is, I mean, you're gonna go all the way with that? Like you are gonna put those lights on there?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, are you gonna run lights?
I'm not
Well, you
going to
don't
put
have to run the lights. It's
put
just
LEDs
definition.
in, but I'm going to put these pieces in. Sure, might as well.
Steve
Oh,
OD, Steve OD Ace 88 has an eBay. He has tires for sale and a bunch of stuff, and he wants to put a link, but he's not an administrator, so it's up to you to put him administrator so he can paste a link if somebody wants tires.
I think he's been posting links. Go ahead and try it. If you have trouble with it, then I'll
Yeah.
figure out how to do the.
Post a link, and anybody that's an administrator can actually approve the link when we see it go by.
There you go.
I'm going to see this.
Michigander RC Tech and Tools. How's it going? He says Epic Rocks and then Epic RC Videos. Saying good day.
Hey, Jack is in the chat. How you doing, Jack?
I think he was here earlier, but I haven't seen him in a minute.
Oh yeah.
Hey, so Steve-O.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been meaning to ask you, okay. So how's the run with the Glamisphere?
Oh, it was good for the few minutes that I got to be out there.
And
Any
you broke that part?
initial thoughts on that?
It handled nice. It was kind of hard to tell because I'm going just back and forth and not.
Left and right and just cards
Yeah.
everywhere, huh?
Staying away from fire hydrant, I hope.
Yeah. Until I get the paddles and I get out in the field, I'll be able to open it up some more. I didn't want to hit no parked cars or anything with it because it still was icy. Well, it was like slushy out when I took it out, so it was like, sliding around. I didn't want to smash into no garage doors or anything. And then it took forever to get the compressor going and getting everything cleaned up. So next time I take it out, I'll put the paddles on and I'll make sure I have more.
Did you have a hard time opening the battery tray?
No. I thought at first I thought I was gonna have to get like a flathead or something to turn it, but I got my fingernails and I just squeezed it.
Really? Wow. Because
Yeah.
here's the thing. I use a nickel.
Yeah, I was gonna get a dime or something, but I was like, let me try it one more time, and I just squeezed it real hard, turned it, and it.
Steve OD has more money than you, so that's why he uses a dime and you use a nickel.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
Budget.
But I mean, look at his subscribers. Look at his subscriber count.
No, I couldn't find the dime. I lost the dime, so that's why I had to man up and use my fingers.
Oh, okay.
So there you go. So I have 5 cents. So. Well, cool, man. I mean, hopefully I can get to see it, one more time, and whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I think Buck's. I'm just gonna try to see if he can come over this weekend. He's in the chat right now.
Yeah, he's saying that the Glamis look good in the snow.
It did look good in the snow, yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully he can get over here this weekend because it's been pretty nice out, like sunny. So, I don't know how slushy the snow is gonna get if it keeps the sun beating on it, but it's been cold at night. Like I just was out there before I started the stream, and it was pretty chilly out there.
Cool, man. So whenever you're ready. No rush. But
yeah,
I
want to get a good video. You know what I'm saying? Not just one. on the controller back and forth. I want to at least, if I got to do it myself, I want to be able to put my tripods up and set it in different spots and all that.
Definitely, man. You know, and see, most important, man, I want you to have fun. I mean, that's the whole point of all this too. So,
Buck says that his wife's grandfather passed away. That's why he's been busy lately.
oh, okay.
So,
Sorry to hear that, man.
yes, I hear that. But this week is looking good, he says. So cool. Sounds like
All
a
right.
plan.
I mean, if we can get the Glamis and the hot neighbors in a video, I would be
Yeah.
totally watching that.
Right.
Right?
Wayne Kibler, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for stopping in.
Thanks for stopping by.
Hey, Wayne.
Hey, Wayne, how you doing?
But yeah, so Frank, if you're really anxious to run or race a Glamisphere, there's one in Michigan. All you got to do is it's closer to you, really.
Jump out of the plane on your way by.
There you go.
To tell you
Yeah.
the truth, I have nothing to prove. I
No?
like my car, and I couldn't care less if yours is faster than mine. It's whoever has the deepest pocket can make.
Oh, no.
car
Come on, man. Make it interesting. Say,
No,
hey,
it's
you know what,
true.
Basher boy? You're going down.
Sure, I'm too old for that shit.
He's trying to rile you up, Frank. Don't let him do it.
I don't get it,
I
but
got,
okay.
I got too much experience to let it bug me. So
Yeah, it's just all in fun.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, and overall, man, it's, we're having fun here and stuff.
oh yeah.
Baker
Don't
wants,
take it personal, of course.
does anyone mess with RC boats? Enoch Baker wants to know.
I have one, actually. I have the Pro Boat Voliere 22.
I have
I
a
have
question
one.
about boats. Do you have to own two boats to own one boat? So when the battery dies out in the middle of the lake, you go get
You
it
can
back.
cover it. Yeah,
That's what I think.
oh,
I've always wondered about that. What do you do?
Or you go swimming, one or the other.
yeah, you're gonna go swimming.
Yeah,
Well-
no, I'm not big on swimming.
That's why before I don't own any RC boats, but if I do, I want it to have the self-right ability. That's part of it, but then you could still run out of power out there. So yeah, and then run it in some place where you could go swim to get it.
Or train a golden retriever,
Yeah,
and whenever runs out of battery, go get him, boy.
I mean,
Just
I've
gotta-
thought about boats. I kind of like the idea of the jet boats, where it's like kind of propelled by its own jet stream, like a jet ski. Just because then you don't have to worry about prop maintenance or any of that stuff, or getting stuck in the weeds. But the thing with the jet boats is they all look kind of ugly. I haven't found a jet boat that looks nice yet.
Yeah.
But
Well, those speedboats look awesome, but I think if I was gonna buy a boat, I'd get one like Shen has, that one that's like a swamp boat where they've got the big motor on the back and it's just a steering on the bottom. You
Yeah.
don't get any weeds in that thing.
that's true, yeah.
That thing looks like it hauls too.
Oh, one of those like pan boats with the big fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the one in the Florida swamps all the time in the movies.
Yeah,
I
I have a base bass boat, and it's a scale bass boat. It's red. It looks good behind the SEX 10, and took some videos and some pictures of that, and it looks nice behind it. Doesn't run. It floats, but it doesn't run right now. But it's nice.
Yeah, fan boat, JB Slayer says.
I got one of those. A crocodile boat there. What do they call those?
Fan boat, he says.
Fan boat. Yeah.
Can't you go on and off water with them?
Mhm.
Yes, you can, but it doesn't work too good on snow. Packed snow, yes, but soft snow, it just doesn't slide. You can't get the traction on it. It has to be packed snow and like a little bit of ice, and then it will slide. But on soft snow, it does not work. I tried.
Yeah.
Just
And you're probably guessing what the Pro Boat Voliere looks like. I know that everybody has spoken about my 7-hour live stream. Well, that's the thumbnail. Go check it out.
7 hours. We're talking about 7 hours. It was 8 hours.
That wooden
Oh, okay. I forgot the number. It was so much that it was
Yeah.
overwhelming. But yeah, it's there if you want to check it out.
He has the FT012 and Joy Sway's Mad Flow and had the Genesis. I heard of the FT012 because I think the FT011 is the 4-cell with the self-writing. It's black. I think Tony from CCXRC has one.
Those are the ones with the rubber nose cone that goes on them, right?
Yeah, I believe so. They're not that much money too. They're about $100.
I like his Atomic RC one that came with the Venom battery.
Yeah, the Atomic barbed wire.
Battery.
Barbed wire too.
Yep. That was nice.
I think those are about 60 or 65 bucks. They're smaller though.
I thought that was a movie with Pamela Anderson.
Yeah.
Any of you guys ever went to a ski resort in the summer?
Not in the summertime.
Yep.
Well, wait. Well, kind of where they make the snow, where they it's real hard. Like
No, they have a lot of different events, and one of the events that they have is actually mountain bikes that go down the mountains and go into the woods. They have nice hiking trails also, if you want to take exercise and actually hike up the hill and up the trail. There's some nice hiking trails. What I want to do here is do one event. I'll probably do it next year. It's going to be with crawlers, but what I want to do is do it like a fundraiser for breast cancer or heart or whatever. I'm going to pick a thing, and we meet up on the bottom, and then we just take a walk and walk all the way up the hill and to the top. It's like a challenge to beat yourself, and it's all for fundraising. So it's going to be fun. I want to try that.
that would be cool.
Yeah,
cool.
definitely.
Have to get Laurentian RC Studios in on it. It's a new sponsorship.
Who?
What's going on, Tony?
Tony, you got all those cabinets built already, bud? Oh my gosh, man. No. I'm taking a break though. It's 11 o'clock.
It's 11:30 almost.
I did like 10 of them, so
How many left you got? How many more do you have left?
about 8. There's like 23 total. So I've done I've done quite a few.
If you ask me, that doesn't mean much.
Oh.
You still have a long way to go.
Oh, I did all the hard ones first though.
Okay, Gabriel, are you telling Tony that you can build those cabinets faster than he can? I think you accept your challenge.
No, I suck at carpentry, to be honest.
Oh man, they suck. Like the directions are terrible. Like the Chinese cars, like Tamiya has better directions. Tamiya has more words in their directions.
Are
Even.
they IKEA cabinets?
They're worse.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're cabinets to go. Now they're better because they're solid wood.
Yeah.
But the directions suck. Like the drawers on the face of them, they've got 4 screws that then you screw to the thing that is dovetailed, so it's nice and whatever. But so you put it together, then you got to screw them in. But it's like there's an overhang that's either if you flip it one way, you have more overhang on the top or on the bottom. But there's nothing that says make sure you make note. Have more lip on the bottom, or note, flip it this direction. There's nothing. It just says attach the faceplate to the drawer.
Yeah.
And install. Like, it's maddening. It like really makes you mad at whoever did the instructions.
Yeah, but it's just like the frames of some of your monster truck that you've bought. There was no instruction on how to install the sway bar or where to install the shocks, and you figured it out.
Well, apparently, if a man is reading the instructions, he was having a hard time.
Well, when it gets to that point is when you look in the directions, like, oh well, crap, they're not the holes aren't in the center. So, which way does this go? The thing the man doesn't want to do is he doesn't want to have to put it in and take it out and do it again.
Nothing like doing it twice. That's sucks.
Worse than reading directions. So at the point where it's like I might have to do this twice, I look in the directions. No, but now
that's what YouTube is for.
Yeah, well, yeah, the high-speed motion, all of it, like our build videos. Turns out those are worthless, guys. We should stop doing those. When I really needed help, it's high speed through. I'm like, trying to pause, missed it.
But in their videos for the company are like, use the black screws. I'm like, there's not any black screws in here. They're gold and silver. So no, it was maddening.
No one said the instructions were written correctly or in the right wording.
Yeah. So yeah, once I got over what were terrible about them, and just I stopped using the screws that go in to hold the bottom of the drawer in, because they pop the wood, and the holes are in the wrong spot, so you never hit the drawer. It always pops the screw heads through, which is just obnoxious. So I was like, screw it, I'm not putting any of those in. I'm wood gluing everything together, and just once I decided to do that, everything's been a breeze. But it's good. Now I'm in the garage looking at this thing that I have to redo.
Okay.
So
now at least you got the Doomsday body to measure
what
up.
was that?
Is that chromed out, or is it just very shiny?
This is steel.
Oh, okay.
So
that's pretty good.
I matched the original chassis, but I didn't take into account that the axles that I got might not match the original chassis. So the original chassis did have a little tuck in here in the front, which is great because the shocks mount on the outside perfectly. Well, in the rear, it stayed straight, and that doesn't work. So the shocks would have to be on the inside of the chassis, which is just weird. So I just got to probably cut some pieces off and do some bending.
Scalar Fab has these little tabs for you that to mount stuff on. There's a little tab that you can weld on there.
Yeah.
Scalar Fab has them, and they're very cheap.
Yeah, well, I'm going to make those. That's not my worry.
Okay.
The problem is that the axles, I have it here, where these shocks are on this guy are perfect for the front. I mean, it's spot on. It fits right inside. And so I'll put a plate in, screw those in. But in the rear, the shocks sit right below it. You know what? Yeah, so they'd be angled out. They'd be angled weird. So I just have to find a way to drag in this back end, cut this back off, probably cut these off, and just put a bend in both of these pipes, a double bend like an S, just to bring it in, just not even far, just quarter of an inch on each side, and half-inch total. And
the rear shocks are actually they're in closer together. The rear shocks.
No, the front of this has that S curve bend to it.
Okay.
And I need to replicate that on the rear.
Okay.
This was straight. All of this tubing goes straight back, but it curves in here. So I just have to do that, match that little curve. So it shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, either curve them out or curve them in, one or the other.
Well, they got to go in. Otherwise, the shocks are even further inside the chassis, which I don't want. I want out.
That's okay. That's how the Exoterra is. Their shocks are inside.
Yeah, but monster trucks aren't. Outside. Especially beautiful $3,000 monster truck.
Yeah.
Can we talk into hey, Tony? Can we talk into buying one of those tonight?
No.
Oh, come on, man.
Remember that part about the new kitchen?
All right. BLX Matt RC, how's it going? And also Tamiya Legends has joined tonight. So thanks, Glenn, for stopping in. Someone was asking about the Boom Racing, the new Boom Racing truck. What you guys thought about it?
The one that
Boom Racing.
Together.
What's that, Keegan?
The one that Medic just put together?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. I like it.
Oh, the BRX-01.
That's one Francois was talking about a while back.
Yep.
Yep.
It looks nice.
It's a nice scale truck. There's a lot of good option, a lot of good metals. Basically, when you get it, you don't have to do any upgrades on it other than buy an interior. That's the only thing that does not come with the car is an interior.
Well, that blew it for me right there. That was the deal breaker.
I know. Especially you pay $650 for a truck and you don't get an interior. So
Ace 88, I just made you moderator so you can put your links in.
But be careful what kind of links you put, because he can remove you at any time.
Yes, sir. Be a good boy.
Oh man.
Steve OD does monitor his chat. He's not like me. He doesn't let things go by.
What was that one live stream where I guess it was I don't know how to say it, but I guess went into or some guy was just putting, pornographic images on his side, and wasn't it Alvin's live stream, I think?
I think so.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Flasher.
Like he joined in actually.
And flashed, yep. And then left.
That's so awesome.
But Axiomatic's been telling me that there's a thing called swatting going around where, like, on that guy Chris and Crystal Justice, someone called the cops and said that he's seen him stab her with a knife. And then they're on the live stream and like 6 cop cars pulled up to their house because somebody put an anonymous tip in that he stabbed her online.
Unreal.
Yeah, so I guess it's been happening more and more. Axiomatic's been saying it must be the drone people with their little war that they got going on.
Well, in the IT field, when we used to build routers, the Cisco ones, they had key things that were stuck in there. Messages were sent out. I mean, that's been going on for years and years and years. I'm sure the technology's gotten a lot better since.
Yeah.
There's digital codes everywhere.
Yeah.
BLX Matt's looking for wrench too, Steve-O.
All right. Better be a good boy, BLX Matt. There you go. Try her out.
Full house of wrench ninja.
Try the wrench from Harbor Freight.
They're affordable.
Or no, let's call them, I don't know, what's a good brand out there? Magco, I guess? Snap-on?
Snap-on, yeah.
There you go.
Main toolbox at Harbor Freight.
So.
That's where I just picked up that pancake compressor at was Harbor Freight. It was only like $60. The only thing I use it for is to spray out the RCs. Makes it a lot easier.
Where did you get your airbrush from?
I got that online. It's $99. I got it because it came with the compressor, the air hose. It came with 3 different airbrushes, 3 different types of airbrushes.
Have you been using it at all? Have you played with it? Tested
Yeah,
it?
I used to paint all my stuff with the airbrush. Only these last couple Tamiya kits I've used some spray paint. I started collecting some because sometimes it's easier just to pick up a spray can than to set up the freaking airbrush, clean it out, and all that stuff. There up a can and.
Well, I watch a lot of YouTube videos on it because a friend of mine gave me one. I don't know if it's any good or not. I never even turned it on to test it out. But I wanted to figure out, I wanted to learn how to use it if I was going to use it. I could use rattle cans for big areas, but I thought it'd be nice to use the airbrush for like highlights in certain places.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
What's it, Bloodshot airbrush? Is that what it's called, Steve?
Yeah, Bloodshot airbrushing. The guy that does medics stuff. I got his badges on my wall because I won. Because I follow his channel. He'll teach you how to do things. Different tricks of the trade. But yeah, that's all I did was start. I just watched a bunch of YouTube videos on how to.
There's some interesting stuff where they put the 4 squares and the dots and tell you to draw the lines and do all that stuff. I probably would have done that before I actually tried it.
It's all about control. They're teaching you how to control because when you push the lever down, all that's doing is spraying air out. And when you pull the trigger back, is when it's releasing the paint. The more you pull it back, the more paint comes out. So it teaches you control. And like how closer you get to it, the finer it's going to get, the more farther away from the stuff is going to be bigger.
Is it easy to learn? I
Yeah.
mean, not to be a perfectionist or anything, but just to be able to use it sufficiently. It's pretty easy to learn.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Hey, Jim Mueller, Steve O.D. just posted the link to your chat for people to come in and chat and see the video. So good of him in the Drone Network and their group that they talk on Messenger.
Oh, nice.
So he just posted the link there for you.
Cool.
That's the net. What's it called? Sinister Drone Network.
Yeah, Sinister Drone Network. Yeah.
Well, I thought I was going to Corpus to finish off the second round of that point series, but we ran low on finding people that wanted to go to Corpus. It wasn't so much that we had to get up like at 5:30 in the morning. I don't really know why we don't have people that want to be in the point series. It kind of really sucks. It was just between two clubs.
Was this the first race of the series, or has it already been going for a while?
This is be our second race of the point series. It's called the Spring blah 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 point series, and it's 5 races. You know, each month we race one race, one in Corpus, one in Harlingen where I live, and then they do another one for summer. But this is only the second point race, and nobody from our club is going up, and I'm very disappointed about that. I mean, I wasn't going to win the point series, and with all these guys not making it, it's like, well, I could actually gain some points, but you know, we should be supporting each other's tracks. And I know with one guy, his mother-in-law had an aneurysm, and that's that's a good excuse not to go to a race.
Yeah.
But it's just disappointing that there was only like 3 of us that probably would have gone, and we're not going. So.
Oh.
Why not go by yourself?
I actually hurt my back. This is day number 5, and I can barely walk. So I don't know if I could even make it up the driver's stand, much less take my car off the track at the end of the race, and then turn marshal.
Oh yeah.
And here's the thing. Here in West Texas, we have 3 local racetracks. Okay, and the reason why I don't go to one of them, I mean 2 out of the 3, the reason why I don't go to one of them is because that one particular racetrack, it's owned by another local hobby shop here, and I mean they're just very people that are stubborn, and they're hard to deal with. So here in the hobby, and I don't know if you guys can relate, when you go out racing, when you go out, using your RCs with other people, that also use RCs, you meet people that are weird, people that are cool. You meet all kinds of people.
Every hobby's that way, though.
You don't meet very many cool people in this hobby.
And
kind of weird.
And and here in the YouTube community, I mean, I have nothing bad to say, really, because all you guys are awesome and everything. But when it comes to the racing scene here locally, oh my God, you meet people that are so stubborn and so into it, and and that just runs the fun out of it.
That's where I'm confused, because at tracks I've been to, everybody's more than helpful, and like we told you, our track would have been whatever you would have brought, you would have been able to race at our track. And I really think that the guys that go out bashing, I know I might upset some people here. I'm going to apologize straight up right now, but you're out there by yourself, and if you're at a racetrack, you're hanging out with other people that are into the same thing that you're doing,
Yeah.
Who all secretly want to tear you down.
Oh, well, now I finally figured it out. Thank you.
Tanmay, Miss Adam sent me here. Thanks for stopping in. I'm sorry.
And look, back to the conversation when I was talking about my competitor, hobby shop or whatever. So this one time, the owner of the hobby shop that I go to wanted to go to the competitor hobby shop, to use their track. Okay, and we were gonna use, bashers. I think I was even gonna use my Savage XS, and I also had my Yeti XL, and I had them there in my car. So we went down there, and we asked, "Hey, you know what? Can we use your track?" And this is what they said. Okay, they're like, "You know what, man? I'm gonna say no because we just actually got Roar approved." And I'm like, "What?" So basically, because they just got Roar approved, we're not able to use the track. And I'm like, okay, I guess. Whatever that means.
Not even on open practice day?
No, nothing. They just didn't let us, period. Because they got Roar approved that day, I guess.
Yes. They need to read the rule book.
So, I mean,
being Roar approved is an important thing. I mean, they have great insurance plans and stuff like that, so you can buy a race, you get injured at a race or whatever. And they're the ones that set all the rules for all the racing. I don't know if they do indoor. They do that, John?
Yes, they do. Yep.
Yeah, they do.
So it is a big deal, but telling you can't race there, that doesn't seem right to me again.
No, they should have. I mean, if they're worried about you damaging the track with your bashers or something, fine, but they shouldn't have just flat out said, no, you can't because we're an official Roar track now. That's not right.
Track maintenance.
And that's what my friend said. It was like, oh man, these guys are a-holes, so let's go.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's what I mean. To me, and actually,
you got 3 tracks in your area.
Yes. Yeah, and 2 of them, I am allowed to go, but
what kind of tracks are they again? What kind
of? One is an indoor, and the other one is an outdoor. It's clay.
Really? And the third one is
that. Well, the third one is that for that local hobby shop, which I'll never go again because it's quotations Roar approved.
And that's an indoor track as well?
No, it's outdoor.
It's an outdoor track.
Mm-hmm. So it's 2 outdoors, 1 indoor.
And what do they run on these? Are they 10 scale, 10 8
several
scale?
classes. Several classes on every single one of them.
I might have to come and visit you.
Yeah, oh yeah. Contact my local hobby shop, and in my local hobby shop, they're really big on racing right now.
Because I want to see if they throw me out if I go in there with a techno. Okay.
No.
The only reason I don't know this RC Pasture Boy guy.
Right. But no, and here's the thing. I mean, I do have an 8. Okay, I do have an 8E for Losi. It's not a TLR. It's just I bought it right out of the box. But it's a Losi 8E. And I can just slap a 4S on there and let's go. But no, man, I don't know. I guess I do like racing. And I've raced a couple times, but my hobby shop takes it too serious, man. I mean, I'm the type of person, in this hobby that I just look for the fun of it. I don't look at it as serious as these people look at it. You know what I mean? So I ruin the fact that I'm just like, cool. And this guy like, you need to do this.
I think it's your hobby shop's fault for not encouraging you to be racing so they can sell more cars.
Well, yeah, and actually, the thing is, if you look at my channel and the channel subscription, if you look at rcpros.net, it's actually them. Every video that I do, I mean, that's what they want me to do, nothing else. And I told them like, hey, you know what? I can review your cars, man. I can come here every so often. But since my friend, he's more into, well, he's a busy man, and usually at their hobby shop, they're always busy, to be honest. So when I go there, I mean, there's several people there, buying stuff or breaking stuff, and it's so like for example, Driftomaniacs. I mean, I'm surprised that Driftomaniacs can do all these reviews and unboxings there. and I just see like one or two customers. But here, you come here and you got like 6, 7 people, waiting in line, trying to buy a part or asking for an RC, and my local hobby shop,
I gotta go
it's
visit
really
you. I
small.
gotta see this. I've never seen an RC shop like that before.
Oh yeah, man.
My local's pretty busy.
Yeah, the one I go to is always busy.
Yeah, and mine too.
But
So-
they got 3 tracks in there now, so they got guys racing, breaking stuff left to right. And, people coming in to buy RTRs, guys coming in just to buy whatever, because they got a lot of stuff in there.
Hey, John, what's that truck body for that you got there? Where are you going to put that?
For a future project. It's
Oh,
big, eh? This is friggin' huge.
Oh, that's cool.
that's for your X-Max?
No, I know what that's
It's
going
like
to
a
be.
notorious body.
Oh, that's for...
I think it's going to
Okay.
be the 6S/ body.
Yeah. His
It
dragster.
is, but I've just realized something tonight that I was not aware of. And that's on the fine print when I opened up this body. It says it's for 2.8 tires. It is designed for a slash. It is exactly like it's a long wheelbase. It's meant for a slash, but it's a slash after you do a 2.8 conversion. So I don't know. The wheel wells are really, really wide on it.
Is that a Ford?
It does look like the Notorious, but you can tell that it's
it's a
shorter
Ford,
wheelbase.
Ford F100.
Okay, it is a Ford. I was right.
But I tried Googling this a while ago, and they've done like many revisions of the Ford F100 over the years. I think this is one of the newer ones because this one has more of like a race style. It has like a duckbill
Yeah.
to it, which is pretty cool. Anyway, I just saw it and kind of bought it as a, hey, when I'm doing that 6S slash, I want to have a cool body. So that's what this is for. But I don't know. We'll see if it looks goofy with normal sized tires on it or not. I might have to go for 2.8s.
Hey, I want to build
Lowrider.
a 6S slash also.
I want that body for my TRX4. I think that thing will look cool.
Yeah.
It was a couple weeks ago I mentioned that, and I remember Axiomatic saying, "Hey, cool 6S slash." I was like, "Oh, that'll be awesome. I hope to see it." And I was thinking, "Wait a second, you've already done it. Like he puts a Mamba X and everything." that's what I'm doing.
What colors you thinking, John?
So yeah, the color. I'm not sure if I should be revealing this, but whatever, I will anyway.
It's almost midnight. A lot of people.
Oh, that's why I pried.
Nobody watches Steve O'D's channel.
Yeah, at the bottom here.
Spoiler alert. I think I'm gonna go for this. It's like a steely blue. It's like a light steely blue.
It's almost like the color of the Notorious too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called. This one is Tamiya PS49 Sky Blue. But I looked up the original factory Ford colors for a 55 or whatever the hell year this is, F100, and this is pretty close to one of the original colors. So I picked that up. I thought that looked kind of nice.
No, it's close to the Arma Notorious.
Well, if you were to pick a color that was close to a factory color from that year, that's not a bad one to choose because a lot of them were dull, flat colors, and that's a nice bright one.
There was a lot of beiges.
Mhm.
And actually, if I'm not mistaken, even the Ford mortars are actually that color.
The Ford which are?
The Ford mortars, like a V8 or a V6.
Block engine.
The block
Oh, the
engines
block.
are that color.
Yeah.
And I think Chevy is orange. No, I'm sorry. Chevy is black with orange, and Dodge is orange, right?
But what do you guys think about the roof? Should I do a white roof or body color roof?
Body color roof.
White.
I
Like
think
the
you should
white,
try
yeah.
to do that fake wood look on the bed. That would look
Oh.
awesome.
When I bought this body, the guy who's working at the hobby shop was like, "I hope you do a nice wood bed on that." I'm like, I don't have the skills to do that, man. He's like,
Need
"Oh,
the
I'll
airbrush
do
for
that for
that."
you."
Just use a paint pen.
Just get some MacTac.
Paint pen's pretty easy.
Yeah. What, to give it the texture look?
So
Yeah,
sparks to
Mac-
his.
Well, there's much different ways you can do it, yeah.
I was just gonna do the bed in black or like a gunmetal, really, for in here.
cool, man.
See, mine's a Chevrolet with the wood deck.
Yep.
You got that to fit them shocks, huh?
Pardon me?
Nice. That's
Yeah,
your son's, ain't it?
Yes.
You haven't showed that on video yet, have you?
Not a lot, no. A little bit on
Yeah,
my
that's
stream.
cool. That's
Yeah.
cool.
You haven't made a video of it running yet.
No. It used to be his old Jeep. It's a GCM Racing Cross Canyon chassis, and it's on droop. So I'm waiting for the interior, but I forgot it at Chris at GCM. But he's in Florida right now, so I can't get it.
All right, I got it, guys.
Got what?
Man.
Oh, fixing your frame.
In. So now it sits inside the.
Hold it up again.
Hold on, let me
cool.
present it a little bit better.
Oh, yeah, just cut out the back bar.
Yeah, cut it out and then bent these in right here. Got little S in there. Now it's inside the shock.
Okay.
Well, that's the frame
Yeah,
you
that's
made,
awesome.
right? The thing you welded up? Nice.
Yep. So I'm going to have to cut a few pieces and redo the bracket back here. I needed to shorten it anyway because it was too long for the truck body. So I'm going to end up nipping the backs of these off. It won't have the same wheelbase as this does, so I'll have to make links and everything. It's going to be a really short truck. But I think these tires are going to look perfect on it. They're going to look nice and big underneath it.
You know, I was gonna say I really wanted to hear that grinder sound. That would have been a lot better.
It was
Sparks kind of surprised me.
You put a lot of energy into these RCs, Tony.
so much
Would you
stuff.
be crazy if you didn't have this hobby? I mean, what would you do with your time?
Yeah. What did you do before RC?
Yeah.
Photography, fish.
Photography, fish tank. I had 17 fish tanks.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you also say photography?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my job, so
Yeah.
Rain being also the hobby, you know.
Yep.
Everything being photo related got kind of old. So
And you know what? That's a good question. So let's ask everybody here. So before the RC scene, what were you guys doing before then?
You don't
So
want
we'll start with
Playing
Steve.
video games.
You don't want to
to
know.
know.
Nothing
Really?
legal on Steve.
Steve pleads the fifth.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So Scottzilla, I mean Kagan,
I played a lot of video games as a hobby.
really?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm a huge video gamer.
cool. So video games. Wow. Okay. Tank.
I'm thinking about it, but it's hard.
I played a lot of guitar is what I did. Played in bands. I never, no matter what kind of a job I had, I was always playing guitar.
cool.
Really? Wow.
I worked nonstop basically. I'd work through the evening. I'd still have crazy ideas, but I'd do work videos or something that I'd come up with, and grab the project and start working on it late into the night. So basically, those videos have been replaced, with still making videos and doing stuff, but personal stuff, which is kind of a nice mental break.
JP Slayer says he was a male stripper.
I don't doubt it.
At a gay bar?
Well, I was in construction, and as a hobby, I was filming weddings and special occasions,
Really?
hockey games, and just filming different events and making videotapes. But then computers got around, and non-linear editing started, and then I started editing porn for a local strip club here. So
Oh,
You're serious? Wow.
yeah. So I had all the raw footage. I had all the raw footage, and I had to put it together.
Damn. I wish I had that hobby, man.
I bet you keep that in
Cool.
a separate folder.
That's cool, man.
He had 14 years in the Army. That's fun.
That one took me completely off guard. Did
Yep.
you?
Yeah, that was like, wow. That would be the highlight of this whole live stream right there, huh? You should probably retype it and rename the live streams like who was the porn star editor, or I don't know. You can reword it somehow.
Guess who edited Debbie Does Dallas?
I don't know if any of you ever noticed, I do have a video on my YouTube channel that talks about how to do dualies and like dualies for poor man, to put two wheels together for dualies. So I do have a trick, but I have another trick that's going to be coming out for my son's farm truck. So I'm going to be taking a steel wheel and showing people how to easily do a dually wheel very cheaply.
Dude, we want to hear the more porn stories. We don't want to hear
Forget the dually wheels.
I was going to say, what's that got to do with porn?
I thought I'd get the subject back into RC.
Let's talk about bubble butts and big breasts.
That's funny.
But it was fun.
And I mean, if you guys are curious, since I was the one that asked, but before our scene, I was actually in the racing scene, on a real car.
Oh, nice.
My hobby was, going down to the well, actually, it was more of a illegal racing than anything else. But
And then they
here in
put
El Paso,
And then they put the fence up, and you couldn't go back home. You were stuck in your
correct. So I went to RC. So there you go.
Cool.
No, but yeah, I mean, I would do a lot of that, and actually, what they so-called the cash days. I did win. I did lose some money. I'm not gonna lie, but it was
Street
fun.
Outlaws.
Yeah, and it was pretty cool, man. And I also did what do you call it, ATVing. I use my 3-wheeler a lot. So yeah, man, I was more of a adrenaline junkie, I guess you should say.
Yeah,
So,
cool.
Wait. Well, guys, it is midnight, so I'm going to shut this live stream down, and we will say goodbye and see you guys next Friday. Looking at my thing. BSRC, do you know that after we cut the live, you're still on? You don't have to take off right away. We forgot to tell you that the last 2 times.
No, that's all right. Normally I end up having something.
All right. Well, you want to say bye to everybody?
Sure, yeah, absolutely. Goodbye, everybody.
All right. Green Frog RC.
See you guys. Have a great night. Nice weekend.
John from Net Cruiser RC.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.
RC Basher Boy.
hasta luego.
Scottzilla.
It was fun hanging out.
CCXRC.
Have a good night, guys.
And Frank the Tank, the porn editor.
You guys have fun and keep those batteries charged up.
The male stripper episode.
And
we'll
you
see you guys in the next one. Later.
You definitely have to say, tune in next week for